welcome to Fitness Pilates Part 2. So this is the main body of your class and I'm going to introduce you to 7 of the Fitness Pilates moves and I'm going to show you them from a real basic level, and then over the weeks I'm going to progress these moves and introduce some new moves. So hopefully the more you practice, the stronger you'll become in the base move, and then you can build on that to increase your strength and lengthen any muscles that are tight. So I'm just going to put some music on and we'll get going. Turn it up a little bit. So your first move is a seated spine twist. So you can actually do it from this position here, or you can sit back on your heels like I am, or you can sit on your bottom. So we're just going to start off with our hands crossed, one on top of the other. Keep everything still, keep your hips still, and we're just going to turn to one side, come back to the centre, and then to the other side. So this is really good for your lumbar spine, for the lower part of your spine. So it's a mobility exercise. So just nice and controlled, and then take the other hand one on top of the other. So this is just our basic position. If you are on your knees, make sure you keep your hips still so that you are just twisting from the waist. Keep the hands level. Change them over again one more time. And release. We're going to come on to all fours. So we're in what we call our tabletop position, and the move that we're going to do is called Superman. So we want our head in line with the rest of the body, so don't drop it down here, keep it in line with the rest of the body. Let's pull the tummy in nice and tight so that we activate the core, and we're just going to take alternate arms, lift and lower, and then the other one. Now you want to keep your hips and your knees completely still. And this is a stability core exercise. So just breathe nice and steady. Just releasing the shoulders. So we've got an activation of the abdominals. Hips stay still. And just keep doing that for me. Try not to twist. And from there, just release. Make sure that your shoulders are on top of your wrists. And we're just going to slide one leg back so that we lengthen down to the hip flexor and bring the knee back into place. Now you don't want to be rocking, everything stays still. Here we go. Extend back and release. Pull up through the abdominals. If you want, we can take one arm, just slide that leg on the floor and come back. So we lift one arm, we slide the leg, keeping that toe on the floor. Breathe out as you lift. So this is a really good core exercise. Just one more. And then just release and pull back. The next exercise, this is one of my favourites. This is a mobility exercise for the upper part of the back, and this is where I feel a lot of tension. So we're going to stabilise ourselves, activate our core, pull the pelvic floor up, slight activation of the glutes. One hand to the temple, and you're just going to reach underneath, leading with that elbow, and then lift back up. So this is actually called thread like a needle. So you thread underneath the other arm. So we go down and we lift. Now just think about how it feels in the upper part of your back. How high can you lift? Take your eyes with you. So look at that elbow as you go underneath, and then have a look again as you come up. Do you feel any stiffness in that spine? I think this is my favourite fitness Pilates exercise because I can really feel a difference when I do this one. And release. We're going to change arms. I'm going to change my position so you can see from the front. Head is in line with the body. I'm here, my eyes follow my elbow, and I thread underneath. Let's get that upper back working. Let's mobilise that thoracic part of the spine. Keep that coming for me. I feel like I should be having a look at you. I'll show you from this angle. Just one more, please. And release. We're going to come down onto our front. The next one, this is called swan dive. Now, this is really good for mobilising that lower part of the back. However, if you know you've got a real big arch in your back, if you're what we call lordotic, usually you would know if you've got that. Or if you just look in the mirror and you can see that you've got a real archy back, then what I want you to do is just stay low and don't come up too far. So to start off with, just really real basic. Let's keep our hips on the floor, our feet on the floor. Activate the glutes, so really squeeze the bottom. Let's get a light connection of the abs. We're just going to make a triangle here. And then all you're going to do is just lift that chest. So it doesn't go too far. You should just feel a slight pull on your back. You shouldn't feel any pain in the joints. And then lower. So it's nice and controlled. You breathe out and you release. Now all the people that are used to doing their Pilates, if you want to extend the arms a little bit more, that's fine. We are going to progress to that later on. We're just going to keep this small to start off with. So we are mobilising and strengthening our lower back, and I really want you to squeeze the butt as you come up. Let's breathe out on the way up. Try and breathe into the ribs. 2 more, please. Last one, keep that going. And release. Right, the next one, a back strengthening move. So we're going to stay down. I want you to keep your chin down for me. So we're already in the right position, but rest your head down. And we're just going to keep the hip on the floor and lift the leg. So it's a small movement. What I want you to think about is the length of your leg rather than the height. So we're not coming high here, taking the hip bone off. We don't want to be all the way up here. It's eyes down and a small move. And you can do this at your own pace. Squeeze into that butt. So we're strengthening the lower back, squeezing into the butt. Think length of leg, really lengthen out. Let's get a connection on those abdominals and breathe nice and steady. Let's just do 4 more, please. And release. And just bring yourself up onto all fours. Let's just round the back. We've done quite a lot of back strength and mobility. And then push your bottom behind. Pull up again. And just sit back for me. Sit back on your heels and just take a stretch here. And release. From there, we're just going to roll onto our back. And I just want you to think about trying to find the neutral spine in this position. So lie yourself down. You've got a small gap between your feet and your knees. You want to make that diamond or triangle and place it below the belly button. And what I want you to think about is trying to make that diamond sit flat on top. So if you were just to rock your pelvis underneath, the front of that diamond would point up, and then if you were to gently rock it back, the front of the diamond would point down. And what we want is that diamond to stay flat. And from there, you will be able to work 30% stronger in that position. So once you've got your neutral spine, what I want you to do is take your arms out to the side. We call these scarecrow arms. And again, this is a really nice one for a release of the thoracic spine, so the upper part of your back. So we're just going to do feet together, knees together, knee rolls. So we're just going to drop those knees to one side, keep everything else pointing up to the ceiling, so keep your eyes up to the ceiling. You'll pass through that neutral spine, so you're going to roll out of it. And just breathe nice and steady. So this is a nice release of the upper back. So if you've got any back problems, you should find this a nice exercise to do, a nice release. So this is just our basic level for our first class today. We will progress this. Lots of things you can do with knee rolls, but it's nice just to enjoy the simplicity of this exercise. Keep those eyes up to the ceiling. I'll keep talking you through it. And just one more, please. And just hold it there at the top. And then this next exercise is a really lovely stretch. So you're just going to take the knees to one side and then take your hands to the same side. And this exercise, it's called open door. So it's a side-lying open door. We've got our feet and our knees stacked one on top of the other. We've got our hands one on top of the other, resting on the floor. What I want you to do is to slide that top hand forward, just further forward of the other hand, open out, follow the hand with your eyes and just go back as far as you can, keeping the other shoulder down. And then we come back and we close that door. Now if you do Pilates and you've got a block, you might want to put something underneath your head, or you can put a towel underneath. Take your eyes with you. This is another lovely back stretch. Come back to the centre. Let's drop the knees to the other side. Let's take our arms either side. And then we're going to take that top arm, extend it, over the lower arm, open the door, onto the floor and come back. Push that arm away. Let your eyes follow your hand. And release. Come up to the top. Just take your arms behind you. And then just circle around. Release again, deep breath in, arms above. Extend as far as you can go, and then come around the outside of the body. 2 more, please. Big circle round. One more time. Relax those arms. And from this position, let's just think about engaging that neutral spine, pulling up through the abs, and we're just going to slide one leg away. This is called a leg slide. Really lengthen the leg for me, and then come back in and breathe out as you push away. Do that again. So everything is still and stable. Keep this other leg still. So as you slide one leg, the other leg stays completely still. The hip bones stay level. You can put your hands on your lower abs. Just check everything is still and stable. One more, please. From there, take the arms over the head, circle round. One more time. Big circle. Let's slide that leg away. Bring it back in, take the arms up and circle. Slide the other leg away. Nice and long. Take those arms up. And big circle. One more time, please. Slide away. Arms up. And release. We're going to take our knees to one side, bring your hands to the same side, gently bring yourself up to sitting. Sit in a position that's comfortable for you, so you can sit with your legs open in a straddle or crossed, or you can sit on your knees, whichever's most comfortable for you. Let's just go back to that shoulder roll. Does it feel any different from your warm-up shoulder roll? Do you feel a little bit looser, less tension? Take those arms up, full circle. Have you got a fuller range of movement? Take the arms here, just seated twist for me. Can we go a little bit further round? Have you got a bit more mobility in that upper spine? Change arms. And release. Roll those shoulders for me. Just take the head to one side. Do we have less tension in our neck? Just roll underneath, nod the chin. And the other side. Roll those shoulders. And from there, ladies, I want to bring you up to standing. Now, I think I'm going to go out of picture here, but what I want you to do is just come onto your toes, drop your head, roll up through your spine so that you gently roll up and your head comes up last. Keep going so that you are in a standing position, all the way up, vertebra by vertebra, so that you are stood up. From there, just give me an arm pattern. Take the arm up, in front, and the other arm. Take it over, across the body. Take the hands together, back down, take a deep breath in, hands down, and give yourselves a big clap. Well done, ladies. That's the end of your Pilates main session. Please give me some feedback. If you find that the pace was okay for beginners, please let me know. If you want me to go slightly quicker, then just give me some feedback. It's your workouts and I will tailor the sessions for you. Okay, thank you for checking in. I will catch up with you soon.